complete. First down, Titans. Now later in the drive, down deep, second and goal. Tannehill for Brown. Good touch. Looks good. Humphrey wants offensive pass interference. Brown pushed off. No foul. Yeah, let him play. Titans up 7-0. All right, second quarter. Ravens are down 10-3. 3rd and 9. There's Jackson about to do things. Bunch of time. Buys a little more time, and then he's trouble when he does this. 48 yards to the place of dwelling. He's in, diving in. That's a good. Next Gen, the craft beer vinyl records kid. They said he had a max speed of over 20 miles per hour, the fastest speed by a quarterback in the playoffs over the last 3 seasons. The Ravens tied at 10. They would be tied at the half, third quarter. Still 10 up. Jackson, you saw that other big run for the TD. Little play fake. Why not? 23. Travis Williams numbers. First down, Ravens. Later in the drive, we're first and goal. J.K. Dobbins from 4 yards. Big people in front of him. Finds his way through. And the Ravens are up 17-10. 17 unanswered points to there. Titans are down by 4. Henry doing damage here. 8 yards. That was his longest run of the game, though. 2 plays later, Tannehill on a 3rd and 2. Down to the Baltimore 40. Henry's over on the sideline. Tannehill pass. Smith dropped it. So that's not great. It brings up a 4th and 2. Listen to the reaction. Mike Vrabel's play call. This was on MegaCast.
This is what I want out of this play. I want Derrick Henry on the field. No, wow, they're punting. I think you have to go for this.
Wow.
I'm shocked that they're punting that football.
Do not like that.
There? Just decided to punt. Thought we were playing well defensively. Thought we would get a punt inside the 10 and be able to play the field position game.
Heavy is the crown. Got to make those kind of calls. Ravens up 4, 1st and 10. Jackson, he did it before, and he does it again. 136 rushing yards. Colin Kaepernick joins him as the only quarterbacks in the Super Bowl era with 100 rushing yards and a touchdown and rushing in a playoff game. That's according to Elias. They get a field goal. They're up 20-13. Now Tannehill trying to make something happen, but it's picked. Marcus Peters. Peters going the other way with it. Slides on down. And then they go and do that. Yeah, this is going to happen. They're just kids. They're on the logo. Okay. Winners get to do that stuff. Ravens take over. Need a first down to finish it. Jackson, stay in bounds and keep that clock rolling. And he does. Tannehill knows it's over, and it was. The Ravens win it 20-13. So Derrick Henry went for over 2,000 rushing yards in the regular season. They relied on him so much. Only 40 yards in this game, in this loss. How did they shut him down?
Key, this is why you bring me on the show, man. All the highlights were the quarterbacks, man. We showed Lamar Jackson, and he deserves a ton of credit. Obviously, he played great. Let's give that Ravens defensive line a ton of credit for shutting down a 2,000-yard rusher. And watch him right here. Talk about playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Look at the Ravens defense right here. Everybody is a yard deep on the Titans side. Derrick Henry, big running back. What do you want to make him do? Stop his feet and then restart. They do a fantastic job. The end on the backside plays it down the line and makes a tackle. Right here, they want to run point of attack, right? They want to run power. No. You got the end snatching the technique of the defense, the offensive lineman, and then 2 guys sitting right in the hole for Derrick Henry. If you're the running back, what do you have here? And again, look at the defensive end. Judon has him 3 yards in the backfield. You got another yard by Derek Wolfe, who's got him shoved in there. That is physical football. And this is what the Ravens did all afternoon to this Tennessee Titans offense. And again, you see how frustrated Derrick Henry would be? I would be as well. Listen, they got absolutely dominated up front. Give the Ravens defensive line to hold Tennessee to 13 points. Fantastic job. When you win 2013, defense did something. Well done by the Ravens today.
All right, Jeff, the Saints beat the Bears. No time to talk about that, but we will on the 1 a.m. Eastern edition. That'll be on Van Pelt Show next. Thanks for joining us. See you then.
So we shake out the weekend, and here's what happens divisional playoffs next weekend. All the seeds are identical. NFC, Rams going to go to Green Bay into Lambeau, and Tom Brady goes to New Orleans in the NFC, so they'll meet for the 3rd time this season. So the Browns just keep rolling mightily along. Then we're going to give it to our boy Chubb on 2nd and 10. He's just going to, little screen out there, got Lyman in front of him. That's 41 yards for Chubb. Bark, bark, bark. That's a guy who was a Georgia dog. Now he's a Cleveland Browns dog. It all works out wonderful. 42-23. Roethlisberger, he's back. He threw for 501 yards in this thing. Juju had 13 catches, 157 yards. So they pick up 25 there. Roethlisberger, he's slinging it every down. Chase Claypool, that's in for the touchdown. 2-point conversion. Chart says go for 2. Steelers, 42-29. Wait, there's more. 3:25. Oh, Ben. That one's intercepted. So that's going the other way. Ben can't believe that. And Baker Mayfield and the Browns are going to get their first playoff win since the Bill Belichick era in 1995. Wow. Post-game, winners talk first.
We're joined now by Myles Garrett. Myles, you remember what it was like to go 0-16, right? What does it feel like to get the first playoff win since 1994 for this franchise?
Not only that, but the first win in Pittsburgh since Ben's been in the league. I remember he ended my season, or they ended our season, my first year. They made it 0-16, and they would have wanted to give us our first playoff win. That's poetic justice, but they battled hard.
Now, a lot of guys left this field screaming same old Browns and Cabo. What was the message you guys were determined to send today to these Pittsburgh Steelers?
We're disrespected. I mean, with the media, with the comments from Juju and other players on the team, they thought we were just gonna come out here, it was gonna be a cakewalk, and now they had written us off. And there was no way we were gonna come out here without giving our best shot.
Next up, Kansas City Chiefs, defending Super Bowl champs. How much bigger of a challenge is next week going to be for you guys? How do you feel about that matchup?
I mean, it's a different challenge. I mean, they got different kind of skill players. They got a hell of a superstar in Patrick Mahomes, and I mean, all the offensive guys really. And so we just got to apply pressure on them and get takeaways when we can.
Congratulations, Myles.
Thank you.
Wow, the Browns. Jeff Saturday on board. Warn folks, if somebody better comes along at the podium, you're out. We will pull the plug on you, but we need you right now. I mean, this Pittsburgh team, last team to be unbeaten, and then they got beaten a lot. Like a bigger picture, what happened to this team?
Yeah, look, their offensive line, they couldn't run the football. They were giving up pressure. I know there was sacks. They kept them low, but ultimately it all relied on Ben being able to make big plays. And then when you go 3 and out, you leave your defense on the field. They get fatigued. They can't be as dominant as you expect. There was just no complementary football in this team. Very disappointing for them. And again, through the highlights you saw, when you're down 28-0 in the first quarter, I mean, good gracious, like nothing else could have gone wrong that didn't, right? Like they didn't do anything right. They could not have been more flat.